Okay, here's one. I work for a large retailer in Cincinnati, and back in November, I was promoted to assistant store manager. I went through training and started at a new store. I've been working the new store for the past 5 months. Today, I received an email that said they reviewed my application and decided to pursue other candidates. Did I just get passive/aggressively get fired? And that's from, should I go to work tomorrow? You know who I am going to ask about this?
Who?
Laura Dale. Let me see if I have...
Well, that's going to set a pretty wild precedent, right? Okay, I guess we can address it with Laura once she's on the call.
Oh, I'm here. I'm on the call. What's happened?
Yeah, sorry. I beeped in on another call, so you didn't hear it ring.
Laura was waiting by the phone and then presciently knew that her campaign had paid off.
Yeah, I just, I had a real sense that, like, now's the time. Advice is needed. Go.
This is the moment. What's it like, Laura, to be the only person to get to cash in that chip, to start to hoist us on our own petard, to be on our show?
To be the one person that did the goof of, hey, if the boys can just confidently say they're going to be on a thing and get on the thing, I can do that to get on their thing?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It would have worked with literally anyone, Laura. I'm glad it was someone we like and treasure, because it would have worked with anybody, because it's only going to work once.
Yeah,
it's done. This is it.
When I did my Laura K. Buzz will be on My Brother and Me, I had a bunch of people tweet and go, wouldn't it be funny if I did that to get on your podcast? I was like, do it then.
Oh, shit.
That is how it works. You have to keep paying it backward.
Has anybody done the Joe Rogan one yet? We could just, don't you think? Get on there, plug our show, steal some of his audience. Now we're the Rogans.
Laura, did you hear the question that I read before you answered?
The question just came into my mind like some wonderful premonition, and I have advice for you. I'm glad that you realized I was the person for this. So this person thinks that they've been passive aggressively fired. I disagree. I think they're unfireable now. I don't think you can fire someone who you never hired. They're in some, weird... They're a glitch in the Matrix now. They are just... You can't fire me. You never hired me. Who am I? I don't know.
I'm a ghost in the machine.
Yeah, yeah, you don't have to show up for work. You don't have to do your responsibilities, because if they try and fire you, say, fire who?
Now, Laura, there is one issue there, and that is if the paychecks do not come.
And that was my question. If you're not hired, have you been getting paychecks for the last 5 months? Because if the answer to that is no, my follow-up question is more of a statement, and it's, boy, you sure like Best Buy, huh? You sure like the work there, huh?
Well, I'm assuming, let's say that you have been being paid for the last few months, but you haven't been hired. Can you go talk to your bosses and go, hey, Tom, who we didn't hire, 5 months ago, and we really, we thought about it hard and we didn't hire Tom? I think that's a huge mistake. I think we should hire Tom. So that you can get paid for doing the job twice. Get yourself
Are you saying that you should use your sway as an employee of the company to get yourself hired?
Yeah, I think you should use your position as assistant manager to get yourself hired.
You could use yourself as a reference. Exactly. I actually have a close dear friend that works there already. It's me.
Yeah, and then you can be 2 assistant store managers, which you add them up, that outranks the manager.
Yeah.
And you are also then unstoppable, because if you answer only to yourself, like, I am my own assistant manager and my assistant manager is myself, then I'm pretty sure you can just, restructure the whole company at that point. And when someone's like, who said you could do this? Be like, my manager. And they're like, who's your manager? I'm like, me. I'm my own assistant manager.
The old manager forged a recursive power loop that I exploited, and now I am Galactus now, so...
I used to work at a telemarketing place that would have a bonus that you would get paid if you brought a friend in and they got hired there. That should have been a tip-off that was a bad job, huh? Now that I'm thinking about it, in retrospect, that should have been a pretty big red flag.
That happens a lot. Because I've worked so many retail jobs in my life, I still have that retail stink that when I am just walking around any retail store, no matter how I am dressed, at least once I will be asked, do you work here? No matter what I'm doing. but there's just something about me that gives off the vibe of like, this is someone who should work here. It might be that. There were lots of people who worked at Best Buy with me whose names I did not and will not know.
So are you suggesting that maybe like the on-paper resume was terrible, but in person, Jimothy showed up and was just like, "Oh, don't you seem like you would work here? Here's your paycheck."
Travis is suggesting that both he and Jimothy possess a retail-esque frame. A body, a carriage that just seems to... Maybe it's Travis's broad shoulders or thick hands.
It might also be my gait. I might have a retail gait.
If you were a stranger to me and I was at the Staples and I saw your thick hands reaching for a big thing of paper, I would just assume like those hands have been thickened by paper lifting and you are an employee here.
That's an employee who knows his way around a crate. Look at those hands. Those are crate hands. And they would be right.